Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Fokpai and thank you so much for being here. I'm going to be showing you guys my beginner friendly makeup routine. It's flawless base. She came out so cute, so tea. I'm going to be giving you all the details, everything you're going to need to achieve this look. Be very simple, very straight to the point, super beginner friendly. I'm going to take anything I say from the video. Everything lies in the base. I'm going to be teaching you how to perfect your base and how to achieve this look. Stay tuned to watch, and then I'm gonna show you all the steps I use, everything I'm gonna work with. If you'd like to see how I achieve this look, let's go. This is like them cheap good wine. Hi guys, let's get started. My face is prepped, not primed yet, but I did do my skincare before I started. I have my mirror up close looking at because I really cannot see. Starting off strong, Fenty Beauty Filter Primer. I use this in every one of my looks. Today I also got some samples from Sephora. This is the Haus Lab foundation. These shades, we have shade 500, 510 and 520 to try. One of the foundations I really want to get to see which one works. I'm gonna swatch them. Usually I will start with my powder, with this Laura Mercier powder base before my foundation, but today because I want to see the shade match, start with foundation. I have 3 different brushes to swatch them. I'm excited. It's like my first time like trying random shades. I'm gonna start with shade 500. Next we have shade 510. That's 510. 520. 520 again. What do we think? Give me a second. I think I need this to marinate. Very indecisive, so that doesn't help. I think this might be my best shade. What shade was this, guys? Please remind me. It was 500. I'm guessing this would be my shade. This is the one we're gonna use today. I really like how it looks. So 2 pump area. She's cute. She's cute. I'm gonna wet the brush first. Okay. Damn, sis is on her last breath. Let's blend this out. I really like how this looks. I'm blending this foundation and wow. I love how this finishes. Oh my goodness. This is my first time trying a different foundation and my goodness, where have I been? Let's move on to the rest of the makeup. Super proud of this. I didn't even tell I'm wearing anything. Glow from inside. Slabs really did their thing. It's super lightweight. Having this kind of base, you can do as little as you want, as much as you want. Makeup look is still going to eat. Next, we have the Black Radiant Perfect Foundation Stick. This is what I use as my contour. And I typically like to do my contour before concealer, mainly because it kind of gives you the outline of your shape. So I would advise, if you're just starting out and you're not sure where to place your makeup, start doing your contour, warm shades or your warm colors first before you highlight. That way you can kind of like map out how you want it to sit on your face, because everyone's face is different. And I kind of like to contour in like a circle as high as possible. I have a rounder face, so I'm trying to give more of a, you know, put some on my forehead, to put some of my contour up here. This really does elevate the look. If you're feeling confused and overwhelmed with your makeup, make sure you have a darker foundation, contour or bronzer. It's going to be easy, I promise. This is Juvia's Place brush. Use like a smaller brush for this area. Right now it might seem like you're adding a bit too many steps to your routine, but I promise when you have these areas mapped out, it makes everything else so much easier. Doing my base and I'm focusing on my cream products really just makes it easier to do the rest of my powder products. Powder is really just sitting on the cream, so it just makes that aspect easy. Basically what I do is when I'm running late, the time I'm done with my cream base, I already know it's not going to take me that long, because all that will take me time is lashes. You know me and lashes, we're always beefing. At this point you should have like your skin looking like this. So next I'm using this e.l.f. putty blush color. I will recommend, if you're just starting out, to get like a cream base instead of like a liquid base. It's going to be much easier. You don't need this. Me, I just like to play with makeup, I can't lie. But what I found is that this kind of gives it like a platform to work on. I'll show you as it goes. Circular motion. Everything is really just blending. If you're feeling too stressed at this point, go back in with your contour brush, blend that in together. If you're feeling like there's too much blush in here, don't worry, your concealer will actually cover that. That's the good thing with makeup. You make mistakes, you always a way to fix it. So at beginner's level, you only need one. I will also recommend you also have one that's your skin type. That way, if you have any blemishes that you need to cover up, anything that foundation didn't cover up, you can always fix that. For me, I'm just going to use this over here. This is really the only place I feel like I need to cover up. Remember, everything is in the cream base. The cream base really just sets it up. Going in with my Revolution Conceal and Define. This is my favorite concealer. I've been using this for like I think 3 years now. I'll just hurry up. I'm gonna start getting this in my inner corners and on your face shape. Try out. Makeup is really just practice. Try out and see, but I find that starting with your inner corners like this is always perfect. It feels so good. If you want kind of like that higher look, you can put just a little bit here. And make sure with your concealer, if you're using like the brush, the actual applicator, make sure you're actually like spreading it out. That way it dries evenly. To go in with the concealer that's closer to my shade, because typically I use 2 concealers. But I'm just going to use the one that's closer in my shade. Like I said, I just need one that's closer in your shade, one that's like 2-3 shades brighter. This might be 4. But I put this one here. Just let this sit for a bit and then I would fix up my eyebrows. You don't need to do much to your eyebrows. I'm going to show you what to do. Eyebrows shouldn't be taking you that long. If not, you'll be discouraged. It's taking too much time. You actually get tired and be like, let me wipe this thing off. I'm going to show you how easy it is to do your eyebrows with what you have. Whether you have thin, thick eyebrows, whatever you have, I'm going to show you. I'm using the Anastasia Brow Gel. Typically, you would do this before you actually start your makeup. I'm going to use this because I can't see. I'm going to work that into my eyebrows and I put it the other way so it can actually get in there. Brush her up. I'm telling myself I cannot spend time doing my eyebrows. Like personally for me, if I spend more than 15 minutes doing my eyebrows, I will actually mess it up. So I try not to do that. I'm gonna come a bit closer so we can see. We are not actually doing our eyebrows, we're just filling in any gap, a little gap in between. That's all we're filling in. I started like forcing myself to do this after my foundation is on. That way I'm not going to be wiping and wiping. Like when your base sits really nice, it doesn't matter what your eyebrows look like. It really doesn't matter. Base just, you know, put it together. Using this brown pencil from Nigeria actually. My mom always brings like a bunch of them. This is such a subtle color. If you're going to use like a darker color, it might show if you make a mistake. This is a bit more subtle, seeing like a dark brown or brown shade. My eyebrow can actually do the work for me. I've seen like gap, but I can just brush it up to fix that gap. Remember we blended our cream contour into our brows. That's also part of making like the brows very like low-key. We're done with the eyebrows. Leave them there. We didn't really do much of that. Leave them there. Using like the tiniest bit of concealer, just the arc. Start from where the arc is. That's enough. I'm going to blend this out. So I'm just going to use the same brush. See how that already elevated the eyebrows? All you need is to conceal the arc. I did forget to put concealer here and here. I'm going to use this brush. Now we're going to blend our concealer. Darker shade that's supposed to just actually conceal. I do both of them dark shades first. That way you don't have like excess on one brush. And then slowly start working your way up. At this point your concealer should have dried down a bit so it's much easier to work with. It's giving scary. Let's come together. So concealer takes time to blend. You just have to be patient. This is why we focus on our cream, everything else easier. I'm going to focus on getting the outer part not too harsh. So blending that out here. And just kind of like clean up the edges. Then you can go in with your foundation brush just to clean up. Powders I mix, just working with what you have basically. I finally found the powder puffs. I have a whole set, but I don't know where I kept them. So I'm just going in with a bit. I don't really like using my hand for makeup, so I'm just gonna use this paper towel to dab up excess. Always make sure you dab off excess. I start everywhere else before my eyes. So guys, I've made that mistake before. Please don't forget your smile lines. I took a picture and here, shining teeth everywhere. Also maybe because I have oily skin, I want to make sure like powder sets everywhere. I cannot afford for that mistake to happen, guys. This is also why I mix my powder, because this just forms the perfect shade for my skin. I like to put a little here just to reduce that shine. When you're doing your under eyes, personally I like to do 2 of each side at the same time. That way I can spot a mistake quick. As you can tell, I don't like making mistakes. I really don't. I personally like for my eyebrows to be like a little bit more subtle, so I'm gonna go in with like the rest of the powder on here with my foundation brush and just go over it with my eyebrows, because I kind of like that subtle look sometimes. Guys, I always have a fix, just put powder to make it look like you did like a brown look. I'm going in with Fenty Beauty in Thick Mint. We all know her, we love her. Palette I got from the beauty supply store. I'm also going to use my Fenty Beauty bronzer. I'm going a calm look. You only need one brush, can't lie. Using these two shades. Then I'm gonna take this shade that's a bit more pinkish in here. Last we have blush. I'm going into my Bella blush from Juvia's Place. Starting at the high point, the motion. I love this pink. But I just have to go in with like a deeper pink. I kind of like more orangey, but so when you're adding more blush, kind of like have to focus it up so it doesn't look scary. Same thing here. High points, high points. I'm gonna be using today. I think I got these off Shein. Lashes tutorial probably would be in another video because that's a whole other something. Mascara on the bottom lash and the top lash. Just picked this up, the Morphe setting spray, setting mist actually. After my setting spray, I'd like to go in with a pressed powder. I'm using this one from MAC and see how that just brightens the look. The base is really everything. Pressed powder really does a job. Can't forget our smile lines, as we can't have that incident happening again. I like to kind of do this in a triangle. Next is going to be my lips part. Everything is almost my favorite part. Lining my lips with my everyday, as it's all the time, Georgina eyeliner. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry for a second. I found out that you're actually supposed to let it sit and dry. So now that this has set for a while, I'm going in with my NYX butter gloss in praline, I'm guessing. Go over with Revolution Hydro Balm in Versus. In with this Revolution lip crayon. It has like a purple tint to it that I like. So it just blends well. Hey guys, this is the finished look. This came out so tea. What do we think? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more. It's such a simple look. Everything really just lies in the base. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, guys, and stay tuned for the next video. My name is Fakwa Wolabi. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye guys.